Alright. I'll tell you when we're live. Alright, looks like we're live. Emma the Dowg. Live in the studio. Tell me, Emma, what do you think about the studio being such a mess? Any thoughts? She doesn't care. She just wants attention. Anyway, so as you can see, we've got the rack back together. And got a couple modules I was gonna try installing. I think I've got it down. I think I've done my research properly. I think we're gonna start with this little Midi to CV module, which will convert the digital signal from the Game Boy into control voltage signals for 4 different channels of the 4 different channels in the tracker in the Game Boy. So we can send a CV signal, which will control the pitch, and the gate, which will control like the note on and off. And then it's got a little listen port where you can send the signal, like you can send a waveform back to it and have it listen to it, and it'll tune the synthesizer essentially, because like the sound will change as they warm up and just over time and stuff. So trying to keep 4, melodic, harmonic synth voices in tune with each other was going to be a struggle. And I had actually already set my eyes on this just for the fact that it had the 4-channel Midi to CV conversion. Then I learned about the listening capability, and so what it will do is, so your pitch control is controlled with control voltage, so the higher the voltage, the higher the pitch and everything. And so what it will do is it'll listen and compare the note to the digital note signal coming through the Midi and adjust the voltage it's sending for the pitch until what it hears is in tune with the note that it's sending, if that makes sense. So yeah, so this is from Bastl. I don't know where these guys come from, but it's called the 1983, which is the year that I was born. So it seems like fate. And I had my eye on it for a while. I was gonna purchase it around my birthday, and then the week before there was a Black Friday sale on it at Perfect Circuit in Burbank. Time to pull the trigger on that one. Save $50 or something, or $30 or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know how interesting it will be to watch me actually screw it in and plug it in. Well, I guess whatever. You can do it. What do you think, Emma the Dowg? Emma's interested. She's along for the ride. She's like, whatever we gotta do, let's do it. Okay. Do we have a screwdriver handy? Oh, you know what? That's right. That's right. I got these Knurlies, they're called, which is these little screws with little things you can just grab with your fingers. So if you want to move modules around, you don't have to look for a screwdriver, which would be handy for someone like me. Here's our ribbon cable. Red generally goes down, and on the module right here, there's a little thing that says red down here on the bottom, so we know that that's going that way. And then the fatter side is going into the board over here, but this one has a little ridge, so it can only go in one way anyway. So let's go ahead and plug this in here. Alright. I'm going to turn the... Oh, I have the computer plugged in there too, but I think it is a little better. Okay. So, got that plugged in. This will screw it down a little bit. Okay. Now I'll turn the rack power back on and see if it powers up. Okay, and let's turn on the Eurorack. Bam! It has power. I don't know if you can see, but it has lights. I gotta take a picture. Alright. And the first module on the Abominatron is installed. And the rack is powered up for the first time. Alright, time for the next module. If or when I edit this together, I can put a my modular grid schematic of what the end result will be. But I have like a shorter steps to kind of, you know, make it as playable as possible, because I'm still composing music for it on the Game Boy, but you don't really know. I mean, it's like, you know, when you're composing music, I mean, I get kind of a little sample what it's going to sound like just on the Game Boy, but you don't really hear it till you hear it to the instrument. It's like, I could write a piece of music, but I think it's going to sound like on guitar or piano or something, but you don't really know until you go play it, you know, like, oh, maybe I change some settings and then it really then you know how it sounds. And then you might need to change it a little bit too, because you hear how it's supposed to sound, you know, like you just did the setup but it hasn't fully come around yet because you didn't hear the right tones, you know. Anyway, so I think that'll do it for now, but I'm gonna start on the next module soon, but I'm gonna have to figure out, I'm gonna have to find a good screwdriver to take it apart. So I'll be back. Cheers. Emma says cheers also.